Okay, looks like we're live. Welcome everybody. Last day of the iStencils sale for this go round. I'm going to wait to get started till I get a few of my chatters online here. But I wanted to first go over the details of the sale, which ends tonight, Sunday, November 15th, 2020 at midnight Eastern. So great time if you have the free money or the available funds that you want to spend on a discounted stencils. This is the time to grab them. If you can't, then just watch and have some fun. Not pushing sales here. Just want to make sure everybody has the opportunity if they want to take advantage of it. Julie, Pamela, Allie, hi guys. So 20% off the entire iStencil site. They're nearing or maybe have exceeded 4,000 designs in total at this point. The coupon code this time is ROBYN20. That'll give you 20% off the entire site. Any artist, iStencils brand, any quantity, whatever, 20% off. If you spend $50 after the discounts applied, you'll get Robyn's free exclusive stencil, which is one of her Enso circles, this big circle here, kind of a painty, inky Enso circle. Their policy all the time is $50 of sales. You get get free shipping if you're in the US. And again, the sale ends tonight at midnight. So this sale is to announce the launch of Robyn McClendon's new stencil designs, which I'll show you those. I've got some stuff scattered out here yesterday that we did yesterday. So who's that? Margaret, Steph, Diane, welcome guys. Hey Linda. I put this out here to remind me. This is a LEBENZON handmade bamboo brush. I'll have the links below the video, but I'm going to use this today. So I put it out here to remind me that I'm going to use this. Hey, Joan. So I had this little scrapbook piece of these borders that I found when I was rooting through some stuff the other day. So they're black and white. I love black and white papers. So I used the stencil, Robyn scripting stencil, down a couple of these strips. This is one of Robyn's 26 or 27 pages of her printables for November. The printables are on her teachables.com site. And they're featuring a lot of marbled papers and a lot of old text pages this time. Some of these marbled papers Robyn made herself at some point in her career. She's collected some that are antiques and from antique books and different flea markets and stuff over Europe that she used to like to go to all the time. It still does, but can't with the virus, as we all know, unfortunately. Anyway, $6 for all these prints. You can print them out 100 times, 200 times, whatever. Use them forever. But this is her Enso circle. This is the one that's the freebie. You can see here I kind of staggered the stencil and kind of did a highlight behind that medium zigzag stencil. Used the big scripting stencil in the bronze paint, came over it with the PBO green. All right, just layering yesterday. I took one of my old patina prints with you can see my pictographs in the back, and layered it up with some of Robyn's stencils. This is for Eileen. I don't think Eileen's in here yet, but Eileen, this is for you. I just did this on black and white stripes using a collage, but she always kids me about my black and white stripes. This one came out looks really 3D in person. I don't know how that center piece looks there to you guys, but this was an old jelly print I did a few streams ago when we did one of Joan Smithy's, who's my mod. You'll see her in blue here in the chat. Hey, who's that? Two Kathys came in. Kathy Seek and Dragonfly. Hello. So I pulled this out of my stash, and which I did with actually a couple of these. This one as well. That was an old jelly print I just layered on. I did the big zigzag symbol in chocolate fading down to nickel azo gold at the bottom. And then I didn't think it popped enough, so I shifted it down to kind of make a drop shadow and sprayed it with Cess Aztec ink dye spray in the gold. And then I'll let it drip. So it looked a little messy. That looked pretty cool. This is an old ghost print that I had of mine that I did some layering on. This one as well. This one I didn't do yesterday, but somehow it fell off the pile into here. This is just a jelly print on one of the old book pages. And this I used, I embossed the smaller script stencil on watercolor paper with one of Seth's baked textures called Tau Sunset. My camera's not a fan of focusing lately, so you just got to live with it. So let me move these out of the way. So today I thought what we would do is something good. What is that something good? Oh, okay, I know. So I'm going to take a couple prints that I did the other day. This is just black pen. This is one of the papers. See the old writing? This is a letter in Robyn's stash that she shared with everybody for the printables. Then I printed her large script stamp on the jelly plate over it in black, right? So what I'm going to do is hang on. I'm going to run it through the foiler and see what we get. I know what we're going to get. Goodness. Goodness gracious is what we're going to get. Let me find my scissors. I have that heating up over there. So I'm just going to put this down. I'm going to put this in one of the pockets, the plastic pockets. And then, let me see, did I miss anything in chat? Yes, I do too, Margaret. I love Robyn's printables. They're really cool every month. And the really nice thing about it is each month you can use with the other month. They're so neutral and oops, come on. They all blend. They're kind of the same aesthetic, if you will. All right, let me shove that in the old Mica-roo over here. And I wanted to try that on another one. Which one was I going to do that to? Let's see. Well, where are you? Well, apparently it's lost in the shuffle here, but yeah, sooner or later we'll come across it. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do one of these. So I don't think I can do the one with red paint. I like the red paint on here, but the red paint was one of the Luminaire paints that I used. And these don't seem to do well with putting them through the Minc. Hello. They dry and they're so smooth and dry feeling. You know, this bronze, the Golden's bronze fluid, that has a little more stickiness to it when it heats up, which pulls the foil off onto it. So I think I'll do this one. Hey, Carrie Ann. Hey, Robyn. Who did I miss? Anybody? If I missed you, hello and welcome and thank you. Where is my... Just going to grab a used piece from one of this. That one. Oops. And the static in my fumbly fingers. That's such a good process here. All right, let me grab this one. I'm going to stick this one in like so. And we'll be done with running back and forth to the next. I just wanted to do it, have a look at it. I want to see her scripting foiled. Foiled again. So here's the first one. Now, assuming this paint was the right kind of paint. Oh, it wasn't. It didn't stick. Huh. What is up with that? And I think that's just acrylic paint. Oh, you know what? It did. But really, actually, that looks kind of cool. But that's not what I had in my head. If you look at this really closely, you'll see where just the tiniest bit stuck to the black. But I wonder why it didn't really stick and make it all gold. Huh, interesting. Well, we'll go off to that. Let's stick to the iStencils deal, and we'll worry about the foil later. But this one coming through should have worked better. It might have been the foil, and that's a brand. I bought a huge roll of that. Well, huge in foil roll terms. CB, I'm so glad you're here. Hope everybody's doing better. All right, I'm going to turn the foil off. And let's see if this one worked. If this one didn't work, I don't know what to tell you. Wow, and that was set on a 4. It must be this foil. I see a little extra sparkle in there, but it did not. You can kind of see it. It won't focus, of course. There's definitely a little schmutz of it on there. There you can see it looks like it's got glitter on it. That's little bits of this gold foil. What is going on here? That's so strange. Okay, for another day. Maybe I got to set it all the way to a 5, which I didn't think so. So let me grab a little something out of my drawers of goodness over here. There we go. I'm just going to grab a few colors. Of those. And I haven't used these for a while. I'm curious to see if these will work the same way on the gel plate. All right, before I drag too much of this stuff out, I'm just going to go with what I have here. Let me grab another a different spray. Let's try this one. Okay. So I'm going to try to add some mica to the plate. And we'll see if we can got some Arteza micas out here. And a couple of these that have been in my stash. Red, this one's fire red oxide. This one's orange oxidized. Oh, sorry. Fire red oxidized. And these are gold leaf and metal powders. And I think that's the name of the website. They're a large jar of pigments. And Joan, I think you got some of these too. Gayla, wow, thank you. Look at you. The party can start now. Gayla's here. But these are really finely ground. They're very close in color, these two, actually. But let's see what we can do. Now, I had in my head, laugh with me, that this might work. So this is the shadow ghost print of the surfboard pull that I did the last time. But I'm just going to lay this on top of my plate. Yeah, they're really nice. We were using them on our polymer clay tile mosaics when we were on that kick. And I taught that class a few years ago at my art retreat. And some of the girls are still doing them, which is really cool. But we will rub this on the raw clay and then bake it, and it sticks to the clay, just like Primary Elements would, or what's the other one? Pearl and the magic pearl, what are they called? Pearl, the Ranger ones, Pearl something Pearl. I don't remember. Oh well, not important at this juncture. So I was going to take one of my LEBENZON brushes. I'll link this below. Oh, by the way, there's a coupon code. My coupon Patty, my first name Patti, is good on the LEBENZON website until the end of November. Now it's been extended. Perfect pearls. Thanks, Stephanie. And these are his handmade bamboo brushes. This one is so light, it feels like a feather in my hand. I can't, you think that big clunky piece, I don't know if it's just, I guess it's the composure of the bamboo and how fibrous it is and like not that dense and heavy. But anyway, we are going to attempt, I got some Arteza powders down here. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. This one's bronze. Let's throw a little bit of this down. I'm going to try to get the powder to stick to the jelly plate through the stencil. So I have my doubts that it will work, but by jiggities, we're going to give it a try because the paint that's left from the surfboard stencil may interfere. Actually, that looks like it's going to work. That'd be really cool. Now, can I pull it off of there? That's the question. So I'm just kind of swirling this, brushing it over here, the loose stuff. Just before I pushed the live button, I was out in the front driveway. We went over to Sears. I didn't know Sears was going belly up. Another institution gone. But we got Dave one of those big Craftsman tool chests, and the what is it called? One's a chest and one sits with it's like a double stack thing. I don't know what it is. It's put all tools in. So we went to pick it up this morning because we had the Navigator. We didn't have his pickup truck last night, not knowing we were even going to look at one of those. Surprise, Patty. So he brought it home and then needed help getting it out of the truck. Not me picking it up, but me. Oh, God, it was a whole thing. He backs the pickup truck up to a hill out front so that whatever's in the bed of the truck can be rolled straight off onto even ground because it's on a hill. He's actually pretty ingenious. Don't tell him I said that. And so I was in the truck. Can you come out and help me for like 2 minutes? And it was like 5 minutes to 2. Yeah, I give you 2 minutes. That's all you got. So we got it done. Okay, now let's see what this is going to look like and how this is going to work. Oh, that looks good so far. Now, the question, I'm going to wipe this off into the trash can. But now, how will it last with me putting a coat of paint over it to pick it up. So now comes the question, what paint do we use? And I think I should use an opaque paint so that when I pull it, this has something to shine against, basically, right? So, what will that, let me use this one. Hey, Malia. So it's on there. You can see that, that part worked. And that's what it'll look like when it pulls off. Maybe in my head, it looks good. But I'm afraid when I run this with the brayer, it's going to schmutz it. We'll see. So every time I use this paint, I think of Jackie. So I want to mention again that Jackie Jimerson is had some issues. She's in the hospital and will be away from YouTube and her Etsy shop for some time, according to her family. So I wanted to just put it out there. If you guys know her, or even if you don't, and if you are the praying type, to please say a prayer for Jackie. She was in chat. Her name is Creations by Jay Cherie, and her Etsy shop is the Artisan's Cachet. If you don't pray, send her some good vibes. That would be great. All right, that doesn't look too bad under there, from what I can tell. Now, if this works, this will be really cool. And we shall be doing more. I'm just going to pick it up in deli. In case it's fabulous, I can use it in collage because it will be thin paper. Not too bad. That worked pretty good. Now, how sticky is it? Oh. Looks like it's on there. Okay. Yay. Success number 1 for the day, for the morning, afternoon, wherever the hell we are. So I wanted to mix up some designs. Hang on, I gotta... Hang on. I wanted to mix a couple of Jones designs in with Robyn's that I thought looked kind of tribal-ish, which is what I think of when I see the scripting. It's very, maybe not tribal, but speaks to the earth and soul and, one of those words. Gail, I'm sure, can come up with a good word. Okay, let's go with this one. So I'm going to, let's put down a little bit of paint first. Let's do this one. Hey, M&M. Little thin coat of, you know what? Let's mix a little of this in with it. This is the Decoart Champagne Gold. Let's just mix those two up. Now the one is opaque, so it's probably gonna cancel out the shimmer. Oh no, I see a little shimmer in there. me check my, that's a security camera going off. Let me make sure Dave's still upright out there. Well, I hear footsteps. That's a good sign. There he is. Okay. We're good. Now, what do I want to do with this? Let's pick this up through here. He doesn't, that's for when he goes underneath of the deck in the sunroom. Hopefully you won't need a hard hat unloading the truck. If he does, I'm going to have to put him in a bubble. He just walk. Your pickup. Oh, you're done? Okay, good. He made it. Oh, thanks, Eminem. Get a little background going there. Oh, it did blend kind of cool looking. You can see little sparkles all through the blue. Well, you could if it would focus. That ticks me off. That won't focus. Oh, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So, oh, you know what? What I was going to do isn't going to work. Just thought about it. Don't think she's going to work because this paint is opaque. Huh. Let's use this big one. I like this big zigzag. This one is called Symbol 5, and it's available in all 3 sizes of ROBYN stencils. So if I do this, let me think. I'm just going to get... No, I don't want to do that. Shoot, I don't think this is going to work. Let's just do it. I'm going to do something else. I'm going to do something differently than what I had in my little head. Let's put a little black right on the stencil and brayer through the holes kind of backwards. So I get that image, but I still don't think it's going to show much because the opaque color is down first. So this is going to be under that. Now this is dirty on both sides. Dirty, dirty stencil. Yeah, that's not going to do that. I don't think. Let's try it and see what we get. You can't remember the name of it? Hang on, I'll tell you the name of it. Only because it's right here. Joan Smithy's Tribal Zigs and Maze. It's number 11, JS011. Joan stencils you'll find under my Patty Tally Parish heading on iStencils.com. Ouch. Oh, that damn toothpick. I just impaled myself. Huh. Well, it didn't work the way I thought. However, look how cool that symbol is. Now I got a little blob right there, but that can be taken care of. That came all kind of cool, which means underneath of there should be as cool as this. Wait, work with me. Work with me. So if I did a cleanup print, with black paint over that or on black paper. All right, let's do this. Let's do bronze paint and pick it up on black paper instead of doing black paint. Black paper. Oh, thanks, Gayla. Yeah, it came out pretty cool, but not in my head. That's not what was going to happen. I was going to get the whole thing to peel off, but I guess it was too dry and it didn't. Because actually, and really, that's true because the only thing that was wet was the black paint and the zigzag, right? So that's what it pulled off. The rest was just dry paint. Eh, not the smartest, but you know, at least I'm cute. Kidding, I'm kidding. I'm not that self-absorbed or stupid. That's kind of ghostly and cool looking. You can see the tribal marks and then the big zigzag on top of it, and at certain angles you can see it better because it's very flashy, like Gala. Gala's the flashy one, really, truth be known. Okay, let's carry on. Let's mix it up. Let's use this one. Okay, let's see, what are we gonna do? Let's make a really weird ombre. Really weird ombre. Weird as far as color choices. Not weird that it's an ombre. Just weird of my ombre choices. Let's use that. That was the black gold by Folk Art and just the larger bottle of it. And then let's use this. No, let's use this halo. Is this it? No, that's the olive green. Let's use this halo. Blue gold. Really make it a weird combo through here. And let's use the treasure gold, Mayan gold, down here. Because why not? That's what I say. Why the heck not? So now I'm going to go to the light to the dark, and I'm going to try to roll this out and just get a patch of the gold down here. Right away I can see that might not have been enough gold on there, but we're going to keep plowing through. And now let's bring that down into the gold. Right, and then let's get up here into the black gold. Pull that down into here. And just make one smooth pass all the way down the plate. And see what happens there. Got a little blotchy, but we're going to go with the blotch. So I'm going to grab this one of mine. This one's called Stickball. And let's pick that up on black. I think it'll be all right. Oh, we have a lot of secrets. Obviously, Kayla. I don't think anyone questions that. If they do, they shall be banished. Oh, crap. Did you see that? I almost screwed that up. Maybe I did. Oh. You know what? I used the olive green anyway. I sat it down and picked the damn thing back up again. This is what I wanted. Or did I use this? No, that looks blue-green. Who the hell knows what I did? All right. Not as fabulous as Gala, or as was in my head. I was expecting it to be a little shinier. but we shall press on. Let me try to clean these holes up. I think these tribal-ish marks or stencils of mine and Joan's go well with Robyn's, which is why I'm choosing these. That's as clean as that's going to get, because that's how we roll around here. Let me do this one next. So now we got this. Hear that stall tactic? I wonder. This is the Aztec Gold mica powder. I'm not going to do this everywhere because it'll take too much time, but I'm going to dip a little tiny bit in here and try to hit some in these open circles. This might have been a bad idea. Right off the bat, I could almost tell you that. Not looking at chat, watching myself as I delve into what could be a catastrophe. So we roll around here. All right. Notice how quiet I get when I'm actually trying to think. Doesn't happen much. All right. Now, what am I going to pick this up with? This is still pretty wet over there. What shall I pick it up with? Should I just use this? I'm going to use this. Oh, well, that was a big blob of medium on there. Great. Now that's going to have a little hole in the design. It's going to be another one of those days, kids. Let me shake it up a little. Sweet Moses. So let's see. Okay, just thinking. I'm going to leave that upside down. It was just like one of those glazing layers. Almost no color, just a little shimmer. So if I pick that up on what is the question? Here's some onion skin. Let me grab this on onion skin. Oops, almost dropped it. This is legal size onion skin. I think Kathy may have given me this in Arizona, I think, or April. I like how it crinkles when it gets, the moisture hits it on the plate, gives us a little more texture. So that one will be a good one to come back with one of the stencils and put some scripting on top of that, perhaps. Some of this is still wet. Let me get some of that off of there. Okie dokie. Let's try. I'm going to do something else with this, but I don't know what, because that didn't come out exactly like I was in my head. It's really a cool world in my head, I got to tell you. I mean, y'all might think I'm a little off center, but I don't agree. However, just saying, it's pretty up there if it works out. It just doesn't always work out. No, it doesn't always work out, does it? I was thinking about doing a black and white gradient on here. But I also thought about I don't know. Let's use this. Fire red oxidized. If you buy any of these are by weight. The jars are all the same size. The weight says the same size, but the amount of fill in here is like almost down to half on this one because it's a heavier pigment. And you can feel that in the jars when you get them. Some are just heavier pigments than others. Go easy, Allie. Don't go. I mean, oh, Robin, don't go crazy. Or if you'd like to go crazy, you have permission. Just don't want you to get all swept up in the moment. Okay. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to drag some of this more lightly in some places. Just a little hint here and there. Put the lid back on that rascal. Too late. Oh gosh. Okay, now let's remove that. All right, so I just got a few little stripes here and there, a little bit too much there. So let's fake one over here. A little, how am I going to do this? Let's just do a vertical instead of diagonal. Let's just do a vertical. I mean a horizontal ombre. All right, so let's go with the white and cover this up down here. All right. And then let's do the black up here. I go off the edge with the black up there. And then just start bringing it down into the white and let it blend. Hence the ombre look. All right. So now put this rascal back on there. And let's see what we get. Well, I like the print, but it's very little bit of stuff that came up with it. See a little bit of sparkle here and there. Up at the top, hardly nothing. And maybe I had too much paint on there, so I'm going to quickly try to grab a ghost to that. Clean out whatever's left in those holes, and this should give me a little more shimmer. Oh, there it is. It was just underneath of there a while. Okay, I'm going to Let me get the wetness off of there. The wet paintness off of there. I am going to clean this up, and then I want to do something. I'm going to do something. Oh, that one came out kind of cool too. I'm going to put a mask on because I'm going to use more of that. Linda, would you mention where you got the black and white crap? I got that years ago, Linda, and I have no idea where I got it. If I had to guess, I would say either Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I can tell you what brand it is. The Paper Studio. 25 designs, 6 each, 2 inches by 12 inches. 150 paper pack. But I got this years ago when I was doing the cigar boxes. If anybody has seen old videos, before I tiled the cigar boxes. Yeah, I bet you could Google it and find something similar. It's like it works for borders, I think, for scrapbooking. I'm going to put my mask on because I'm going to have a lot more of this. Oh, there I go. I've not been kidnapped. This is just the mask. Do I want to use this? Let's do this. Let's put this down here. And let me use this. I'm going to use this one. Turquoise. Imagine that. Of course, this is by no means the way you're supposed to be using this stuff. So if you try this at home, you're on your own, people. I'm going to fill in this shape and then lift it with something. So as I'm sitting here trying to stall and think of what the hell am I going to lift this with? Okay. Oh, thanks, Diane. See, I didn't know that. I know enough to be dangerous. I didn't know that was a Hobby Lobby brand. So there, you just narrowed it down. Let's pick that up. So there we have that pretty shape. Let me wipe this off with a... Right. So now... do I want to lift it up over the indigo? It's going to lift up some of this reddish stuff on the bottom here, which honestly, I'm not wild about that on here with the colors that I picked. Not a huge fan. We could just lift it up with this, maybe. Let's put a little nickel azo gold on here. And let's mix a little... That's transparent. Let's mix a little ivory in there. I don't know why. Not ivory, Titan Buff. Don't ask me why. That looks like a mess. That's looking like a mess. Let's see what kind of a mess we got. Good mess, bad mess. Hey, Kimberly. Some stall tactic. That's when you know the old brain's trying to process. I say trying because we know it's not always successful. And I need a drink. Dasani will do for now, Gayla. Not on the Patron yet. Oops. Oops. A little avalanche there. Okay. Good, bad, indifferent. Here we go. Oh, now I don't like that a whole lot more if those stripes weren't in there from that with that reddish. I'm not wild about that part, but I do like what that looks like. And you know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. How much I liked it is to repeat it, but with more control. So this will be a. Now, do I want to put a little? Wait a minute. See me talk myself out of that? Hey, Peg. Let's throw it just a teeny tiny bit of champagne gold down here, just to have a little really sheer layer of shimmer. And we'll sandwich the pigment in between. Oh, but you know what I'm going to do? Oh, I probably should do that wet while I had it wet. But anyway, oh my God, I'm so jacked up. Oh, no bones. Here we go. African jade. African jade or stargazer? Let's take them both. We'll mix them up. We shall mix these two. These are two of my favorites. These are Primary Elements by Color Art. So I'm going to put this down, and while it's still maybe a little wet, I'm going to put this back on again, my mask, because these are wide lids, and they're going to use this big space again. So let's just smush this here and there. And let's take some of this. My glasses are fogging. I can't see my jelly plate. I hate wearing a mask when I have to go out. I really hate wearing it in the house. Okay. All right. Let me take that off. You know what? I bet that would look cool. Just picking it up with black. And just having that. Oh, or you know what? Let's go crazy. Where's Eileen when I need her? Let's go crazy. How can I? Oh, no. That won't work. I'd have to use it with something clear. Okay, let's just put another layer of that champagne stuff on there. Okay, I'll switch gears on you. Whew, take my mask off. Yes, they're two different colors. Stargazer and African Jade. Just kind of muddled up on there. So now I'm going to take another sheer layer. This was the Martha Stewart champagne gold that you can't find anymore. This is the Deco Art champagne gold. It's completely different than the Martha Stewart one. Has a little more oomph to it and a little more sparkle in it. Oomph and sparkle, two of my favorite things. I'll have to tweet Eileen all the pictures of my striped prints. Put it on here. Let's see what happens. Fabulous or fail? Yeah, so here's the two colors. Stargazer and African Jade. They're a little bit different. When you see them against black, they get really different. Because this will almost look green. The other pigment in here comes out on the black. And this one will look more purple, I think, on black, which we didn't do on black except for these black stripes. So I'm thinking in my head, this image is going to look striped because you'll see the shifting pigments reflect different on the black and the white stripes. That's my, in my head, it looks gorgeous. We'll see. Again, living in my head is a beautiful place to be, but not so much in practice. Nope. Didn't look at all like that. It made it look like all one color. You almost can't see the difference in the cut. When you turn it, you can. Just a little bit. Okay, that was a fail. Let's go back to my original idea. By jiggities, I'll get it right. Killed me. So let's go here. I'm going to go back with the Arteza Turquoise, which is a solid color. It's not a shifting color. All right. I heard my mom on the phone. I was trying to eavesdrop a little bit. It sounded like a short call, and she sounded a little excited, like not in a good way. So I don't know what that was. She scared the living crap out of me the other night. That's how I messed up my hamstring trying to jump up out of a recliner in the sunroom. I think I told you guys that. She was dreaming and screaming at the top of her lungs at the opposite end of the house. I heard her over my TV out in the sunroom. I'm too old to get scared that bad. By the time I got to her, she was still dreaming and with her eyes open, screaming like at me. About some man with a boy out on the porch, and they're still there. And I thought, oh, Jesus. Help me, Lord. Okay, now back to the original plan. Let's just pick this up with, that's pretty much cleaned the plate off. So do I still want to mix a little Titan Buff in there? No, it gets too splotchy. Let's see. Definitely want the Nickel Azo Gold. Oh, she was deep into this dream. And apparently a very bad person was on our deck with a child. And I mean, she sounded demonic when she came up out of that sleep while she was waking up screaming. It was the creepiest thing. I screamed for Dave because I thought, I'm going to need help with this. Actually, I thought she was having a seizure at one point. The way she was thrashing around and screaming. But even after she woke up, she was talking like she was still in the dream. And I thought, I mean, she's 92. So I'm thinking at any day, this is it. And she, sorry, I was thinking. So when she finally realized that she was dreaming and it was me and she was okay, she started laughing and she said, oh, hell, I must have been dreaming. Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, I got a Charlie horse in my hamstring. My heart's pounding in my chest. was just screaming for Dave, and she's like, ah, hell, I must have been dreaming. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Yes, I guess you were. Dot, did I say hi to you? Hi, Dot. All right, did that get it? Is that going to look pretty or no? Yes or no? Yeah, but it's not as, it's all right. It's almost too clean. But you know what we're going to do to that, don't you? I can already tell you. You don't know, but I'm going to tell you. So we're going to, look at this mess. Let's try this one first. All right, I need my, there you are. Oops. Why is everything falling? I need to grab another sponge or 6. All right, where was that? Here we go. All right, let's pop a dropper in here. Make my own language. Let's go like this. Let's see if a drop shadow helps this. So I'm going to cover up a lot of the mica. See if a little 3D effect will help it out a little bit. Oh, hey, Dan. Okay. Not too bad. Let's I wonder what. I'm going to take some bronze and another sponge, and I'm going to go over this with bronze. I'm just guessing and playing here now. No idea if this is going to work or not. But that's how I save you money, and we all learn what not to do. All right. So, I mean, there it is. It's okay. Love the 2 stencils, but that's not really wowing me that much. But I'm going to use the gold as a drop shadow. And I'm trying to figure out what color I want to come back over it with. Half of me wants to come back with one of the colors I used here, but I don't think that's going to be much contrast. Should I just come back with black and let it kind of play off the back of the paper? I do not know. Wait a minute, Robin. I like the wedge ones, but so far the rounded top shaped ones, not so much. Any tricks? I love the makeup sponges for stencil. I thought Robin do that. Yeah, everybody's been doing that for years, though, Margaret. I've seen that people have been doing that. Julie Faith Van Balzer was doing it probably 13 years ago when I was at a class with her up in New Jersey. It's a nice, easy, cheap. You can get them at the dollar store for 100 or 200 for $1. That's why they call it the dollar store. I like the wedge ones. Oh, the rounded top sponges you're talking about. I think some people have used those for like using them on a stamp pad and kind of like, how you come in with the edges with a stamp pad. An applicator from a stamp pad to try to ink the edges and have like an ombre darker and get lighter as you come into the center of the card or whatever you're doing. That's how I've seen those used. Okay, as I sit here, what am I going to do with this? I don't know. Well, you know what? When all else fails, go with Papa. See what Papa has to say about it. Oh, you know what? If that doesn't work, we'll just go on a triple one. Ha! Like I did yesterday. Just kept going drop shadow, drop shadow. Okay, so let's go a little more on that. Just let that show like that. It's a shame you got to waste all this bronze paint under there, but that's the price of admission if this is what you want to do. Lord knows I've wasted my share of paint over the years. Here's another tip I've seen Julie do, is when you use this and you're done for the day, you can take this, cut off that wet layer, and, well, a little bit more of that, and kind of have a clean sponge. It's a smaller surface, but you can still reuse it again. I thought that was pretty genius. Okay, so we lost it there. Although it's kind of interesting. I am not stopping there. Not stopping. Do I come back over that with the green? Or do I do the silver, the vivid silver like chrome and really pow it? Really powy wowie. Oops. No, there hasn't been any. I don't have any purple out on my desk even. I just grabbed a few of my paints. I want something that's going to kind of brighten it up. And I don't want to just use like Titan Buffer white. You know what I might do? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to take, can you even see this? Yeah. I'm going to take a little bit of white and a little bit of this Silver Metallic by Vivid, which is also color art. Same place you get the primary elements that I just used, the Stargazer and the African Jade. They're same company. That's Leslie Onstadt. Let's take blobs of those. And I want a bigger surface, so I'm going to take a double whammy here. Oh, hell. Stuck to the paper. All right, let's see what happens. So let's line it up with the black. All right. There, get on there. And let's drop it. And now I'm just going to mix these two up as they mix. You kind of a mottled little silver white look. That's probably too much paint. This may blow it, or this may be spectacular. But I think we know which way more likely we're leaning. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know if any of this silver is going to show because this white is so thick and opaque. It just looks gray on top of there, though. So we're going to go back in with a little more silver. Oh no, I'm running low. Uh-oh, that's not a good sound. Crap. Darn it. See if I can scrape any from inside the bottle. There we got a little bit. I'm just going to try to like splotch it around there. What the hell? We'll see what we got. I kind of like the triple layer effect. It makes it look like it's really thick 3D when you get the right angle of it with the shadows. So I was asking this yesterday about the shadows with the drop shadow. So when I think of a drop shadow, I think it's dropped, like it's under the main thing, where this is over on top of the main image, right? It's shadowing from the top. So you know how like when you'd have a little, when you're typing on the computer on like a document and you have like H2O and you want to drop the 2 lower, it's a subscript. And when you want to say like something is cubed, like A cubed with the 3, that's a superscript, right? Sub and super. So are the shadows, there's one down called something and the other one called something else. I think Kathy, Dragonfly Kathy said they're just the same. Superscript and subscript for the font, for the letters or numbers, up and down compared to the letter before it, right? Super and sub. But the drop shadow, I don't know if there's one that means top or bottom. I have to look at that next time I'm in playing with something. I don't know. All right, bye silver gold. I think I got another tube of you somewhere. Not my favorite, but I can live with it. This one's kind of just like laying here, waiting, begging for something. Maybe we'll put a couple of these. Medium-sized ones or smaller ones on here. I like this shape. But what color? It's always about the color. What color do we use? Do we use the halo gold? Blue gold? What the hell? We'll just do it. See what happens. That's a lot of paint. Apparently, Kathy said something she's sorry for and withdrew it. Either drop shadow for one area or bevel for more than one side. Oh, hang on. Okay, that was just looking at the my girlfriend's. I think I told you guys yesterday. Her dad is in the hospital with COVID. He's in his 80s, but he's doing much better. He was dehydrated, and once they got him hydrated and on a real low feed of oxygen, he's doing a whole lot better. Plus, he said he's got a pretty nurse, so he's not ready to go anywhere anytime soon. So that's how we know he's okay. It's really called stacking. I've never heard that term before, huh? The shadow depends on the light angle, right? I don't know. Who knows? Okay, let's just layer this up with some of this halo blue gold. See what happens. If nothing else, it'll make the stencil pretty. Get off of there. I smudged it a little bit, but that's okay. What else do we have here? Oh, I love this one. Let's do this one. That one. That actually looks pretty against that. Let's do this smaller one of these in here. Let's do this little one up here off this corner a little bit. Art out with your heart out. I forget your name, but hello, dear. I remember you. Welcome. Oh, thanks. Okay, let's see. Use that one. I use that one. Where is it here? Need a little bit more paint. Oh man, I got a mess going here. I was almost cleaned up the other day. Why do I bother? I don't know. So let's put this little bottom piece here. Just using part of this stencil. Don't have to use the whole thing. I just use what I want. Right, that little bit there. And here it is in a smaller one. I think we're getting a little crazy now. But again, I'm going to tear this up probably and use it in a collage. So the more I put on there, the more chance I have to use both of those colors. Or at least have all the colors show. Oh, I forgot you. This really is a pretty color. There we go. Patty, can you hold up the jar of paint? I can do that for you. Hang on. Luminaire by Decoart, Halo Blue Gold. That's a color shift. You can see the blue and the gold in there, which makes some of it look kind of greenish, right? They also have halo pink gold. And I don't have it out here. They have a halo violet gold. But here's this one now. See, that looks better, I think. And you know what? I could even come back over this with a layer of this fine scripting over it and push this back a little bit and still look kind of cool. Yes, I do think so. Let's see what else we got over here. I gotta watch my time. What time is it? 3:20. I was gonna go till 3:30. Sneaking up on me. I was gonna do something with this. Let's pounce something on here. Oh, maybe the blue gold. I bet that would look cool on here. Where'd you go? There you are. Okay, and it's very smooth paint. This goes on the jelly plate like butter, and it's got a really, you can't, when you touch the paper after it's dried, you can't really feel where the paper and the paint bump together. There's no ridge. There's no, it's just really smooth. Oop, don't move it. I think this underpaper will look cool to just if I coffee stain it after all this. That's just as much as I'll clean my stencils. Yeah, I think that to me the drop shadow, what I call a drop shadow, does make it look kind of 3D. But that's just my lame eye. Here you go. Oh, all right. What time is it? 3:24. Okay. Let's. Oh, my plate's clean. I was going to clean up my plate. That's as clean as she's going to get right there. Okay, I don't want to waste this paint, so I'm going to throw it on here. And even if I lift it up with nothing. This paint reminds me of Cascade Green. Look how it breaks out on the paper palette. Okay, what are we going to do? I don't know. Let's just... Oh, you know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's throw a surfboard on here. This already had surfboards on it. So how close can I line it up? Then maybe a drop shadow on this bad boy. All right. What the hell? Let's see what happens. Oh, shoot. Well, I couldn't have done it on black. I was going to say I should have picked this up on black. But I couldn't because the print was already on deli. Hello. Well, it's still on there. Very ghostly and crinkled, which is kind of cool. All right. Okay, so I want to remind everybody, today is the last day for the iStencils sale coupon ROBYN20. Let's do that. 20% off the entire iStencils site, which is nearing or maybe exceeded 4,000 designs already. It's good until tonight at midnight Eastern. So you have, what time is it? 3:30? 8.5 hours left or something like that. Not to pressure anyone. Just don't email me tomorrow and say, is the coupon still good? No, it's not good. It's been good for 4 days. So there you go. Coupon is ROBYN20, Robin with a Y. $50. If you purchase $50 after the discount is applied, you'll get the free Enso Circle stencil. That one right there. Free shipping on domestic orders in the US over $50. And like I said, it's good until tonight at midnight. So another review of ROBYN'S stencils. There's 2 8x10s. This is the freebie, right? That's a 6x6 format. You have this, the full scripting stencil. They're nice and dirty. I like that. The 6-inch ones. Here's a smaller version of the scripting. And then there's 5 or 6, I forget, symbols. Let's see. That's symbol 2. Symbol 3. These are all 6x6. Symbol 1. Symbol 5. Symbol 6. So there's 6 of them. And this is 4. And then all the same ones in a 3x5. And even though this is 3x5, the design on some of these will fit right on an ATC. So that's kind of cool. For the ATC lovers out there. All right. There we go. And get this off my sticky plate. Everything's sticky around this place, let me tell you. So here's where we ended up. I don't know. I might have flubbed that one up, although it's pretty. And remember, I cut it apart and use it in collages. So there's that. I really do like this one. I like how this came out over the silver. See how the turquoise popped more in there than the green? Everywhere it went over silver. Remember that one? You can really see it there. But I like that one. And see, it turned out with a fail. Those of you were with me every day when I did this first one with this goldish color in the background. I thought, ain't anything. And then I put this is my Outback stencil in the silver over it. And I thought, it helped. But now that really helped. So here's this one. And this one with the triple drop. See, to me, that does look kind of 3D. I don't know if that'll translate on camera, but it kind of does. Here's this one. This one, I got to do something with this one. This one's a little blasé. I think adding the bronze to the Nicolazo. See the difference? This is a Nicolazo. This is a Nicolazo with bronze. And it made it it's too shiny. I think a drop of black in there would help that one out. This one, fail. But if I drop black over that, I bet that would pull that back. We'll have to see. These are just pulls, cleaning off the plates with that. Wasn't wild about that red. Really like how this pulled all that different bits up within that symbol. That looks kind of cool. Need to drop a shadow in there. Need to drop a black one back on that, I think. And that was from the other day where I was cleaning up. So there we go, kids. 4 days of streaming. So I hope everybody that wanted to take advantage of the coupon, as Ron White would say, got to do that, and still have 8 hours to do that if you so desire. I'll have all the links to everything under the video after it processes and is up for me to be able to do that. And we carry on with the rest of my Sunday. Hope everybody has a good day. And it's a wrap. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support, hanging in there with me, keeping me company for 4 days. All right. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. See you next time.